In recent years, big-budget movies has mostly been big flops. Even Hollywood heavyweights like Marvel are struggling to turn a profit. People just aren't turning up for big-budget movies. And Disney is the company at the center of it all. Deadpool 3 premieres in July, and I think the movie can save Disney. This video is about what it can do to revive the cinematic universe for the Caped Crusaders and what needs to follow. But first, a background story. You see, my last video was on Elon Musk's beef with Disney. While doing research for the video, I found out Disney were in a lot more trouble than I thought. This trouble spans across most of Hollywood, as they own Marvel, Pixar, Hulu, Lucasfilm, 20th Century Fox, just to count a few. So, Disney is basically most of Hollywood, and they have been losing a lot of money. With no way out of their box office flop frenzy, I realized a single movie could save the whole company, the oddball out of their movies to come. You see, when people pay to watch a movie with a budget of $200 million, we expect a $200 million experience. We expect an innovative storyline and come with serious expectations. Serious expectations that Deadpool 3 doesn't have. I'm someone who is tired of how generic movies have become, but while editing this video, I watched The Beekeeper, and seriously, it has one of the most generic plot, but I loved the movie. Even though it was filled with so many questionable scenes, rather than it being shoved down my throat, it felt like an escape from reality. Partly because I didn't pay to watch it in a theater, but mostly because I just wanted to see Jason beat up some people. Same goes for Deadpool and Wolverine. Most fans just want to see them fight, or beat up some other people. Unlike their other coming up movies, that actually require good storylines for people to like them. With all the crappy storylines that has been coming out lately, the bar is already very low. I don't see how a company like Marvel can get it wrong. Deadpool is a character that literally jokes about his movie.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei.
Nothing he does is taken seriously, and the fact that based on the thriller, the events of the movie happens outside the main timeline of the universe, they can go crazy. And unlike Captain Marvel with the Powerpuff Girls and Madam Web, Deadpool and Wolverine has a huge fan base, which is what saved some of their previous movies from utter disaster. It's literally a recipe for success. If all goes right and it is a huge success, it can be the light in the tunnel for them to dial down the pressure and focus on making good movies. Disney as a whole is in a dark place, with lawsuits, inner conflict, losing billions and having exchanges with their audience. The CEO has announced they plan to cut back production and focus on quality in their major franchise and plan to take on Netflix and streaming. With all its hype, it can help bring back fans' interest to the universe, give fans something new that's actually worth streaming, and give hope to the dying universe. Every journey has one. It can be Disney's first step to revive Marvel and set things up better for Avengers. Being the biggest movie production company in the world, Disney is not one to need funds. But I'm sure they wouldn't mind a blockbuster giving them billions to reinvest and market other of their movies. Most of all, its success will give Marvel fans something good to enjoy. It should be clear, but everything in this video is assuming Disney is willing to make changes. One good movie can't completely revive Disney or bring back fans' trust after several bad ones. After the success of Deadpool 3, they need to make sure that their next 5 movies at least are great and are received well by the audience. Honestly, if a studio as big as Disney can't handle criticism, I fear for the smaller ones. When you force characters that no one liked just because they're females, you should expect some consequences. Blaming and insulting the fans because they didn't like a movie is just wrong. They need to listen to fans and stop blaming us for not liking it when they make a bad movie, and review the criticism to improve. Marvel specifically now seem to have trouble making female heroes that people actually like. They need to go back and study what made other characters great, then try and improve in their new installments. Disney's movies have become a sermon, each having a propaganda to preach. The need to drop woke agendas and movie gimmicks and focus on making good movies. The need to go back to the drawing board, stop relying on sequels, and start building new characters. Disney needs a box office miracle fast, and I think Deadpool is their fastest and safest bet. But all this is probably the hopes of an optimistic fan that'll probably not come true. But as a Marvel fan, it's not bad to wish for a miracle. I mean, all this is possible. Deadpool and Wolverine has all the right ingredients. The hype. Well-known characters with good stories, no agenda. Barbie and Oppenheimer has shown us the audience is still here. We're just waiting for something good to jump on. Disney has delivered to us some of the best franchises in the last decade, and I'm hoping they've realized their mistakes and used this movie to get back on track. Comment below if you think Deadpool and Wolverine can save Disney. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. See you in the next one.